No, it's weird. I think a lot of people outside of Ireland still picture this place as green fields, pubs, Guinness, and everyone having a crack. And don't get me wrong, there is some truth to that. But if you're in your 20s, living here in Ireland in 2026, life feels completely different. I'm 25 years old, and I honestly think this is one of the strangest times to be a young man in Ireland. There are so many young lads walking around stressed, anxious, lonely, and wondering if they're somehow falling behind. And I don't think we talk about it enough. So while you're watching me run around absolutely destroying people on Call of Duty, let's talk about what it's actually like being a young man in Ireland today. Let's start with the obvious one, housing. Because honestly, everything somehow comes back to housing. When our parents were in their 20s, buying a house wasn't easy, but it actually felt possible. Now, most people my age don't even thinking about buying a house. They're just hoping they can rent somewhere without spending half their wages. You'll see people earning decent money, working full time, doing everything they were told to do, and they're still living at home. Not because they're lazy, not because they don't want independence, because moving out simply doesn't make financial sense. Rent can easily eat up the majority of your income. Then you've got bills, food, petrol, insurance, phone bills, internet, unexpected expenses, and suddenly you've gone from getting paid to wondering where the fuck did it all disappear. People joke about living with your parents until you're 30, but for a lot of people, it's not really a joke anymore. It's just reality. And speaking of money, everything feels expensive now. Remember when getting a takeaway didn't require a financial planning session? Now you open the app, you see the delivery fee, the service charge, the small order fee, the processing fee, and suddenly your burger costs the same as a weekly shop did a few years ago. Even simple things, coffee, fuel, gym memberships, insurance, everything has slowly crept upwards. And the scary part is, your salary doesn't always creep up with it. So you work more, take overtime, pick up extra shifts, and somehow you still don't feel ahead. You're surviving, but you're not really progressing. And then you got social media, which honestly deserves its own conversation. Every time you open Instagram, someone your age has bought a house, someone else is in Dubai, someone started a business making six figures, another lad is shredded with six-pack abs, someone got engaged, someone's running a marathon, someone's driving a brand new BMW. Now, logically, you know you're only seeing the highlights, but your brain doesn't care. It starts comparing. You begin asking yourself, what am I doing wrong? Even if you're actually doing okay. Comparison has become one of the biggest thieves of happiness, especially for young men, because we often measure ourselves for achievement, income, status, strength, success. When someone else seems ahead, it feels like you're behind. You see, mental health for young Irish men has also been on a decline. Growing up, a lot of lads were basically taught, keep your head down, deal with it, get on with it, don't complain, man up. Now, obviously, that's changing, but I still think there's a lot of men still struggling in silence because they don't know how to explain what they're feeling. Sometimes you're not even sad, you're just empty. You wake up, you go to work, come home, scroll, eat, sleep, repeat. Weeks become months, months become years, and you suddenly realize you're surviving life instead of living it. I don't think every man is depressed, but I do think many are just exhausted mentally, financially, physically, emotionally. And here's something nobody warned us about. Making friends after school is genuinely difficult. In school, you saw your mates every day, football after class, Xbox or PlayStation in the evening, walking around the estate doing absolutely nothing. And somehow, those are some of the best memories you'll ever have. Now, everyone works different shifts. People move abroad, people get married, some have kids, others are chasing careers. And before you know it, months pass without seeing your closest friends. You still care about each other. Life just gets in the way. And loneliness doesn't always mean you're physically alone. Sometimes you can be surrounded by 100 people and you still feel lonely. But despite everything I've said, I actually don't think our generation is doomed. I think we're adapting. People are learning new skills, starting businesses, going to the gym, reading, making content, traveling, building communities online, trying therapy, looking after themselves. This generation does have problems, but we've also got opportunities previous generations never had. You can literally build a career from your bedroom now, learn almost any skill online, meet people from around the world, start a business with a laptop. So if you're a young lad in Ireland watching this and you sometimes feel like you're behind, you're probably not. Life today is generally difficult. Housing is difficult. Money is difficult. Dating is difficult. Mental health can be difficult. You're not imagining it, but don't let those things convince you. Your future is already decided. Keep improving on yourself. Save what you can. Look after your health. Stay close to good people. And remember, the race isn't against everyone else. It's against the person you were yesterday. Anyway, that's enough of my little TED talk. While I try not to get spawn trapped over here, let me know in the comments, what's the biggest challenge facing young people in Ireland right now? I'll see you on the next one. Take care and peace.